The Vulture's like, I thought we were supposed to, be tracking down some cultists. These guys trying to get laid.
That's what I was about to say. The Vault's pondering a new group here. I feel like the only one who's actively gone after the cultists, actively gone to like come up with plans to figure out what the fuck is going on. Meanwhile, we got the Rapist Dwarf, the Golden Stag. The Vault's looking for a new group tomorrow. He's the fuck.
Dude, we know that they're carrying gold, man.
We've got, what is it, like 33 days, 32 days?
Yeah, we got a long time.
31 after this.
Dude, do you want to spend some time with the Golden Stag? Are you feeling left out? Where's Brutus? You made it. Hey, you made a buddy.
Brutus.
We saved a horse and you hired a bodyguard. How is that helping us get the cultists, huh?
It was issues coming up along the road. I wasn't actively pursuing. They came to me.
I didn't actively pursue the Golden Stag. Like,
you were the definition of actively pursuing the Golden Stag.
You cast invisibility on me, sir. I didn't ask you for invisibility.
I offered it. I didn't expect you to come back with a friend. I expect you to,
What did you expect me to come back with? Like a dead stag pelt? Like, well, I stole this from Gaston. You knew why I was leaving.
Salt has not pursued anything this entire time. That's all I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure the first time with the rapist.
Because Salt feels like he's being pursued now. Oh man! All right. Well, Casal's just gonna drink himself to sleep. He feels sad. Like somebody looked at the inside of him and didn't like what they saw. Just cool.
All right. Sarian?
I'm going to find somewhere away from DeVault to talk to Orvestia about bow and staff techniques. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah. Nice stag you got.
Yeah. The golden one's not too bad either.
Yeah. Just don't think just because of a golden stag I'm going to fuck your brains out or anything.
Wow.
Wow. Is this what
your friend has a reputation, okay? I'm just saying. Your friend has a reputation, and they birds of a feather flock together. That's all I'm saying.
You're being roped in, man. I'm sorry.
Madam, we're not birds of a feather. At best case scenario, it's an eagle hanging out with a penguin.
Fair. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm just on my guard. Your DeVault friend, I wouldn't mind having him for a spin, though. I'm kidding. Why must you act so offended?
Actually, Sarian really just sort of like went into.
Oh my god, I am not a whore.
DeVault off, but full humans aren't really his thing. Half human he could have dealt with, but
I'm half elf. Why must you
decide on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Sarian's not really, looking like. Really, he actually just wants to have a conversation with someone.
All right, no problem. Conversation. What do you wish to talk about, Sarian? How did you get that scar? Tell me. I wish to know. It intrigues me.
He relates the story. He actually is pretty, he's not particularly, embellishing about it. Like, the details of anything, he speaks higher of, the people he was traveling with about, DeVault's magic and, Casalt's subterfuge and hitting things in the face with axes.
Sounds good.
Brahm's, hippie trips, but...
And the tender heart moment between you and Casalt that one time.
You know what? As weird as it is, Sarian misremembers that, and he thought for sure it was DeVault and Casalt. Like, the names even just work together. So, yeah, that he apparently just missed that one.
I love how you're like, it's still a good fucking story. I'm telling it anyways, but I'm just switching the people around.
So Orvestia tells you about her aunt, who's a simple farm lady, never been outside 2 miles of Baldur's Gate, and she wants her to see the world, stuff like that.
Okay.
The night goes on, you talk into the wee hours of the morning. Good friendship is had. You go your way, she goes your way. DeVault snores. The next day happens.
Excellent. Just out of quick curiosity, did I get any information about why it is that like she knows, how to use a bow and a
yeah,
staff,
she grew up on a farm with her aunt, and
Okay.
she needed to provide for her, basically.
Okay.
As there
So she's
was no men in the family, they all died from disease.
Like she might know some stuff, but she's not inherently like a military person.
No, not inherently military.
Okay.
But very good markswoman.
Got it. Okay. So morning, snoring, check.
Next couple days happen. Nothing happens. It's you guys. Day 10, you get your pay. Devault gets 20. You get 16. Sarian and Brome and Casalt get 10.
40?
What?
It's not quadruple. You agreed to double.
You agreed to double.
All right.
Now
You should
come
have
on.
agreed to freaking quadruple,
right.
but you didn't.
20's
All
all
right.
good.
So the next couple days happen. Again, you guys are just the life of this area of the caravan. You guys have kind of moved up to the front area now. The proposed cultist group is still hanging around, avoiding people, generally just being bad attitudes. All right, you guys make your way past the troll claws finally, and then on day 12, as the caravan is rounding a bend in the road and your caravan's in the front, you can see a human head sitting in the middle of the road about 100 yards ahead. A human head.
I'm gonna trot up and investigate. Right. I'll try and do a perception check as soon as I think I can get decent detail.
As soon as, you're trying to...
I know,
yeah.
I'm sort of...
Yeah, you get up there, and the person's alive. They're just buried up to their neck in dirt in the middle of the road.
I was so close to shooting an arrow at the head.
No. It'd be like the Devault's moment with the halfling in the forest.
The changeling that I knew. I mean, the fuck's a halfling doing in the middle of the forest?
I don't know, doing halfling things, man. So on his forehead, Oathbreaker is carved into it. And it's a human, and their bald head is just like pocked and, has open sores on it from the sun being on it for too long and dehydration. He doesn't realize you're there. He's passed out.
We could fix this guy with some mead and a woman and a shovel.
Oh, goodness.
I guess the shovel comes first, but...
So other caravans are pulling up, like, oh, we should just leave him. He's obviously a troublemaker. We don't want that around here. I mean, this is the trade way, or close to it.
Starts digging.
No, what? It's the trade way, man. If someone got called an Oathbreaker on the trade way, there's a good reason.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I have to associate with them, but I'm kind of not one for the rules. So, and everyone else here has a lackey, so I want a lackey. But also, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna dig him out. Yeah, Devault. I'm talking about you. You have a lackey. I want a lackey.
I was about to say you want a lackey with Oathbreaker written on there.
Hey man, Casalt's a shady fuck. If no one else is gonna look out for Casalt, why I don't know. It's kind of conflicted. I would do it just because it's against what they want me to do. I think so. I'm digging him out. At the very least, I'll dig out his arms and he can do the rest.
He's unconscious.
If he has the energy, he'll wake up in a little bit. You never know. The whole caravan's about to pass him by, all that noise and stuff like that.
Brome walks over, pops a good berry in his mouth, makes him choke it down. His eyes come up. Water.
Yeah, I'll give him water. I'll hear him out.
Oh, thank you.
Who did this to you?
Looks around. Hooligans.
Hooligans. Interesting. What's your name?
Carlon. A muffle.
Carlon, do you know what's written on your forehead?
Something not good.
Yeah, definitely not good. If these were just hooligans that did this to you, why would they write something so specific as Oathbreaker on your forehead?
You see, they weren't just hooligans. He looks around. And you can make insight checks to this guy's story. I was promised to marry a woman. I broke the engagement because her father... Well, I discovered that her father and brothers were all bandits, and then I was expected to join them.
Do I believe him? I just rolled insight.
Yeah, you believe him.
The vault's up there with me.
Vault, do you believe him?
Yeah.
You do.
I'm not paying all that much attention to him.
Yeah, you like him? Whatever.
So, where do you hail from? This is kind of an odd place to be put.
I'll tell you later after you dig me up.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You don't believe him, James.
All right.
What?
Something seems fishy about this. I mean,
he sees your Harper thing. He's like, I can't tell you now.
Okay, so I see him see my Harper thing and say that. Son of a bitch. DeWalt's here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm going to tell you what I saw in Elvish.
Casalt's getting irritated because he can tell that something's up, but he doesn't know what it is.
Did you dig his arms up yet? Or
yeah, I was kind of working on it, yeah.
You actually see, as soon as you start digging around his arms, you actually see a Harper tattoo.
And that's what we have, isn't that right?
Well, you don't have tattoos unless you wanted one.
We've got just a little symbol, right?
Yeah.
Just a little symbol. All right, I'll keep digging that, and then I'm going to ask him. I'm going to tell him that he'll be telling us what truly happened later on.
Yes. Can't speak now. Too many people, he whispers. Everyone's kind of gathered around him because you guys are, because he can't talk very loudly, so to hear him, you have to kind of lean down.
Okay, that's fine. Casalt will watch him. He'll be under my care, if you can call it that. So.
Okay.
And then I would assume that someone would tell me that they... well, no, I saw the Harper tattoo. Yeah. I just kind of like look at Sarian and DeVault and just kind of like give him the nod, we all see what's going on here. So, and then we'll just keep going, I guess. I mean, there's not much to do other than that.
Anyone giving us shit for digging them up?
Actually, yes. One merchant is. What are you doing? And it's actually not a merchant from your caravan. He is approaching this way.
Oh, it's coming the opposite way?
Yeah. What are you doing? What is your caravan doing? Why are you digging this man up?
Why is it any of your business? Keep moving.
I'm the one who buried him.
Guess we're unburying him. Sorry, friend.
Yeah, it looks like we're unburying. Why did you write Oathbreaker on his head?
Because he... Sorry, 1 second. This group, one of our other caravans that continued on to Waterdeep, said that they witnessed the meeting between him and some others who they claimed were bandits, passing information about our caravan that's very small. He explains that his caravan operates between two of the roadside inns, one that's just a couple days away and one that's just ahead of the road here. And so he does this track back and forth all the time. He explains that basically he joined up a bigger caravan a while ago, and they said that this man right here was passing information to bandits
How would they know from afar what they were discussing? Did they overhear the conversation, or did they simply placed him with a group of
This group was very convincing that this man, that there were 6 of them, and they witnessed. No, wait, there's 5 of them. They witnessed this man giving information to bandits about our caravan.
I mean,
and this man has been acting fishy and suspicious the entire ride.
So you're going to condemn him to death, but you're too cowardly to take.
I did not. I did not condemn him to death.
You buried him, and I'm free.
You're right. You didn't condemn him to death because we found him here. So I appreciate it.
I guess so. I guess so.
Guess so.
It is our belief that this man was unjustly punished.
Well,
it's my belief that you have no fucking proof, and you should keep walking.
That's what I'm going to do, all right? So get the fuck out of my way.
Very well.
I'm really thinking about pushing him into the hole. Like, Casalt wants to bury him really bad. I'm not
he like rides his horse around and goes the opposite way.
Man, Casalt's kind of an asshole. I love it.
All right. So you dig him up. You dig him up. He goes, later tonight, I'll talk. Water, please.
You absolutely will. At the very least, can you say that the men that you met with, are they among us now, or do you know where they are?
Well, they continued on to Waterdeep. We'll tell more. So the night passes. You guys eventually hit the road in that the other guy was coming from.
Okay.
And he pulls you aside. First, let me all see your medal or whatever, your symbol.
Okay.
Produce a small.
He's already seen mine, but
he's already seen yours.
Showing it again.
All right. Brome shows his. Everyone shows his. All right. I am a member of the Harpers. I was sent on a mission to investigate some caravans from a dragon cult on their way to Waterdeep.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
And one of the groups became suspicious of me. I passed information to another Harper at a roadside inn a couple days that way.
They said you met with 5 men.
No.
When he says that way, does he point north or south?
South.
From where we came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once. It was one man. The cultist. I'm 99% sure that those guys were cultists, and they just wanted to discredit me. They must have saw me somewhere. They must have been spying on me, and changed the story to where I was a bandit.
Were they, when you were traveling alongside them, observing them and everything like that, were they pretty off? They were standoffish and very concerned about their cargo?
They never talked at all. Like, no one liked them, but they weren't violent in any way. And who's to say that Caravan doesn't care if you're friendly or not, as long as you're not violent.
We're also investigating the dragon cult as well, and we have reason to believe that why? Because I'm telling him the truth?
No,
because we both rolled pretty crappy insight rolls.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm just proceeding as if I believe everything he's saying. So we have reason to believe that a section of that dragon cult is transporting gold right now, and we're trying our best to not become suspicious. So
That's... Yeah, I may be a bit too obvious.
Subterfuge hasn't exactly been our greatest strength right now, but
I think my problem was the merchants didn't really care for me either. I was acting too sketchy to them.
Well, then we can't honestly have you involved in our investigation either then.
Oh, I don't want to ruin it, but just let me tag along with you, please.
I don't necessarily, no offense, see what you bring to the table that we don't already have covered.
No. Let me see if I can get him.
I mean, I'm okay with a lackey, by the way. You know, I'd love to have my own lackey.
You already have your rapist.
I don't want a rapist. I'm trying to get rid of the rapist. God damn it.
Let me see if I can get this guy hooked up as maybe like a traveling companion or caravan guard or something with
Bade?
Semerdog.
Okay.
He's an oath breaker.
Well, Semerdog kind of sees the best in everyone.
I mean, at the very, you know what? I'll have him as a lackey. Is that cool? I'll pay him to be my guard.
Sure, that's easier than asking someone else.
Yeah.
I'd get him a bandana or something that he could put over his head so people aren't constantly reminded of it. I would assume that the Oathbreaker is in some type of permanent, you know, they don't
it's scarred now.
Indelible marker.
We'll just give him a leather helmet. That's fine. He'll be fine.
I just need to make it to Waterdeep.
Who's your contact?
There is no real contact, you know.
I mean, we got our request from somebody. I mean,
you were. How long have you been Harper's?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, somebody told you to follow them. You didn't just follow it on your own. Who is your contact, and where are you out of?
I can't tell you that. I'm sorry.
I don't understand why you can't. We've already shared that we're all Harpers here.
Who was your contact?
You know, friend, you're seeming really, really suspicious right now.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just what a cult member would say.
Dude.
Yeah, or any reasonable person in the world.
I mean, no offense, Carlon, but I can put you back in the ground just as quickly as I pulled you out of it. But this time, I'll put you in dead, not alive. So you should probably become a little bit more helpful.
And to be perfectly honest, it would only help consolidate our role with the party. With the caravan. We'd be like, oh, hey, we dug this guy up to kill him.
To kill him. Not even just that. It'd be very easy for me to attack you now and say that you just attacked me. So, you know, I would highly suggest you be cooperative.
But we are threatening you. We need some answers. Our lives are
I don't know the guy's name, his real name. I only know his street name.
Okay.
What? Fantasy realms can't have street names, Zach?
Fine. I just feel like we're all like gang banging and drug dealing. All right. Anyways, what's his street name?
His name's Git. Git.
Git. And then where did you meet with Git?
Baldur's Gate. We followed him out of Baldur's Gate.
Do I believe him? I'm going to roll insight because we just came from Baldur's Gate. Maybe he was a couple days ahead. 20. Do I believe him?
Yes.
Okay. Damn it. What a waste of a 20.
And this is his...
It was a while ago.
This is his Harper contact, right?
Yes.
All right. So we'll try not to use his name anymore. Your contact. What information do you have? Like, why did he send you on this?
He was just suspicious. That's it, really.
Come on, there's got to be more than that. Have you heard of anything that happened in Greenest?
No. I just know that they've been raiding places. Did Greenest get hit?
Yes.
Okay. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that your contact would have you follow a very dangerous cause without any actual motive. I don't understand why they would have you follow a suspicious group. We're in a caravan with hundreds of suspicious groups.
I didn't know Greenest was hit. I knew that Candle Keep in the Cloakwood was hit south of Baldur's Gate. That must have been where my shipment was coming from. If the one your shipment's following must have come from Greenest, if that's what you're saying, then that's your prerogative. That's your mission to find out where they're going. But I wish I wouldn't have been kicked out so I could tell another Harper this after I'd found out where they were going and if all shipments were going to the same place.
You've been kicked out of what?
The caravan that I was in.
Okay. Just double check. I was going to say, if he got kicked out of the Harpers,
Things just went real bad for him real fast if he admitted that.
All right. Well, shit. Who was the contact you were going to meet when you were in Waterdeep? You had to have gone somewhere to tell them what you found. There was no way you were going to just attack a 6-person caravan by yourself.
Oh, I was just going to stay in one of the inns. Any of them, really. There's always a Harper contact in most inns. You just have to look really, really hard for them. Sometimes it's the barkeep. Sometimes it's the barmaid. Sometimes it's just the guy who cleans the shit out of the toilets.
And I probably believe him. Does everyone else that's listening believe him? And
yeah, I mean,
what you know from the Harpers is that they're kind of a loose-knit organization that, secrecy is kind of their thing, stuff like that.
All right.
I think I believe him. Okay, so we know there's another caravan. Like, I know you got kicked out before you got too much information, but I mean, really, do you have anything for us? Like, we really need just whatever you can give us, because our caravan we're traveling with has been a hard nut to crack.
The only thing is, I didn't get far enough along the road to help out. Just like the position you're in right now. You probably haven't found out much more either. That's why you're asking me all these questions.
Yeah, exactly.
And I needed to wait and see until Waterdeep, and I didn't get that far. So I don't have any more information that you don't have.
All right, well, I think, is it nighttime? It is nighttime, right?
Yep.
I think you should... that's right, you want to travel us with... All right, well, you're... Casalt's lackey, you're his problem now.
Welcome to the team.
Okay.
What was his last name?
Amoffel. Amoffel.
What was his first name?
Carlon. Like that?
Carlon Amoffel.
Yep. His parents hated him.
Well, I don't think we got to choose Amoffel.
Yeah, that's true.
What is Carlon skilled at? Okay, what's his class?
He doesn't have a class.
He's
just human.
Just a human?
Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not impersonating cultists.
Dude, he's not even like a rogue one or anything? Nothing?
Nope. Human one.
Human one. Oh, God, Carlon, you're going to die in this road trip. He's probably got like 6 hit points.
Yep, something like that.
All right. Well, interesting, Carlon. Well, get better. Recover. All right. Now let's hit the drawing board again, okay? I've got my fill of booze and women and other things. I'm ready to reapproach the dragon cult again and see. I mean, the woodland animals.
Oh, now you're ready.
Yeah, I am. As far as Casalt's concerned, I feel like
The vault's like, about fucking time. Maybe I don't have to get that new group after all.
So, the woodland animal approach, we've confirmed that there's...
That's harsh. That hurts.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. You see how well that worked out for Bade? Don't do it. Don't make the same mistake. Yeah, the woodland animal approach, there's gold inside of it. We know the gold is going to Waterdeep. There's not much more we can do. What we could do is kidnap one of them and torture them.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
Kidnap one of them and torture them for information.
No.
All right, that's going to be a hard pass. We could kidnap one of them.
Don't notice that my character is basically Paladin Light? Like, come on.
And nobody noticed that Casalt's willing to do the dirty things, so... But that's okay.
Yeah,
The group
says
says
Light and you're rogue heavy, but, whatever.
The group says no, it's fine. All right, well, we could always kidnap one of the guys. Kidnap. Are we okay with kidnapping? Questionable on kidnapping. The next step is to ask questions.
Inflicting violence?
No violence. Just insinuated violence.
I feel like you haven't thought out step 3 of this plan.
Letting them back. We'll just all wear masks and talk, like, gruffly, and then we'll let them go.
I feel like that South Park episode where everyone has a Bane mask. You should have listened.
You
Mr.
got some
Yes.
questions for you.
Caravan. I was born into it. I didn't see the next city till I was already a man.
We know there's gold in the chest. How much of it? Where's it going?
The problem, okay, here's my problem with kidnapping them and asking questions, is that gets us some answers, but we don't know if we're really asking the questions of the right people.
I mean,
like they haven't done anything except be solitary.
And that's the thing, is how much information we're supposed to just track them when they get that. They've got nothing to talk about because they're still on the mission. They're in the middle of the mission. They're like they're in radio silence mode right now. There's no way that they're going to talk or signal to any other group unless there's a stop along this way that they're supposed to do that at, which I don't think there is. They're simply moving the gold to a central location. We've got confirmation that there's other caravans moving gold all to Waterdeep. So that's the thing, is they're just lackeys moving gold.
One second. Okay.
What?
Start again. Go for it.
Why?
No, you're 30 days away from answers.
Were you not recording?
I had to stop and start recording again.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like we're 30 days away from answers because we know that there's multiple caravans. All of them are moving gold to a central location in Waterdeep. We need to know what that location is. We can question them now about where they're going, or we can just wait and follow them and party along the way. So I'm kind of partial to that second one.
Well, I think we should wait and follow them. Like, it doesn't feel like we're making impulses, but I mean, kidnapping one of them now and asking them the questions, they're just going to know the jig is up.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We either have to kill the dude, which then again, still someone missing in the caravan, or we'd have to let him go back and wear masks. But then, like, he still knows that someone else in the caravan is out getting him. And as much as I hate to, side with the half-human, we haven't really been inconspicuous.
You aren't really siding with the half-human, as the half-human has no real suggestions or any ideas. He simply wants to complain and not party.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey,
the not party comment, I think, is entirely valid. Seriously, you need to,
come up with some ideas here, man.
Couple. But also, the not ideas thing is also damning. Not as damning as the not party thing, seriously.
But,
loosen up, man. Loosen up.
Where we've gone so far, at least, is we have investigated them. We do have a pretty good idea that it's them. It was my idea to send the little woodland animal, get Brome to do something.
Yeah, actually, pretty sure that was my idea.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that past ideas aren't really helping us now. So.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter who had the brilliant idea.
I mean,
but it was me.
At the end of the day, I guess what I've been trying to do is keep them on edge and keep them on guard, for good reason.
I've wanted them on edge and on guard.
Yeah, why do you want them on edge?
Relax and making mistakes?
No, I mean, the whole idea of having them on edge and on guard is making them a little bit more paranoid. They're not going to be going into this comfortable anyway. The idea is that someone knows what's more going on. If that can make them feel a little bit more paranoid, I mean, we do still have some tokens at our disposal. We do still have the robes of Tiamat, and truth be told, I don't think they have any idea who I am. We haven't been hostile to them, and I've made slips, I've made mentions of what's going on. They don't need to necessarily know who I am. Truthfully, in ideas we got closer, I was planning to put on one of the cloaks.
But that's the thing, though, is they've been traveling with this group for so long, and they know that there's no other cultists, and they know that we aren't transporting gold.
They know that there's no other cultists watching over them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all on their own little mission.
How do they know this?
I'm just saying, tactically speaking, they wouldn't be having another group follow them, right? They're all devoted to this.
Tactically speaking, it wouldn't make sense to, as a commander of Tiamat, it wouldn't make sense to implant other people, maybe a small group of 3 people that's trying to befriend people and keep some of the suspicion off that group.
I mean, they may be idiots and believe that, but for the most part, I don't think anybody would. But if you can convince them of that, then sure. But
I'm a very convincing fellow.
The smaller the operation, the more successful it's going to be. No one on this caravan besides us knows what they're transporting. Otherwise, they'd be turned down in an instant.
That's not necessarily true.
That much gold would drive people crazy. It's an entire chest of gold, like thousands of gold pieces, right? I mean,
well,
yep.
Results seem like the evil side of people. There's
leave your girlfriend out of this.
I mean, here's an idea. Why not confront them? Yes, the mission is to get to Waterdeep and investigate the whole transaction, the whole trade. Why not confront them now?
I mean, we can. I mean, are you ready for a bloody showdown in which we end up with a pile of gold? Yes, I'm okay with that. However, we don't end up with any. We don't end up with any information of where the gold was headed because I'd like to get more gold. Right? I'm okay with one chest, but
I mean, we can certainly pose as them.
But we could search. We could search their dead bodies. Do you think that they have any like documentation on them that says where they're going? I'm assuming that one of them was told and it has memorized it. Actually, but then if he died, the rest of them wouldn't know where it's going. So they must all know where they're going. It's not safe. It's a dangerous road. They wouldn't just tell and trust one person with the information.
Big caravan, though.
I mean, see, I'm not entirely convinced that this caravan is only this group of cultists and no one else of Tiamat is in it. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Consider me a paranoid person.
That's a legitimate argument.
Try to really put myself in through the crowds, try and figure out the best that I can. To me, it would make more sense that you do have these people transporting the gold, but as you said yourself, it is a dangerous road. I'd want to implant some of my own agents in there to keep a watch over things, especially if stuff goes south.
I mean, if it was bandits, I would agree with that. But these are religious zealots. They're willing to die for this cause. So that's the reason I wouldn't say that. But if it was just bandits, then I would agree with that. You know, that you would have somebody double checking their work effectively.
I'm not double checking their work. I'm making sure that that a bird attack could have necessarily gone right after them. 3 of them die, and then what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, so we have the
gold.
We have the woodland creatures investigate every caravan's products. Find the pile of gold again. Find another pile of gold.
I wouldn't even go that far. We get 2 invisibilities a night that I don't have to do combat. I say we just try and make ourselves go throughout some of the other caravans. See if we can't listen in. See if we can't hear in.
We do have an expanding group of, potential listeners as well. You've got your new minion who could be trying to maybe he's branded, so maybe he could be invisible. The rest of us could be trying to make
I would go
social contacts, just getting to know people.
I at least have a
creature. We can actually be doing 5 times as much surveillance as we are right now.
Where's the stag right now?
To my left,
I assume.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just right over here.
Okay. Right there. Could you see it? Okay.
So,
sorry. Just curious.
I will go look. I mean, I have got it out of character. I have advantage on stealth when I'm wearing light armor. So
how dare you metagame? No,
I'm just saying, I would go because Salt's done shady shit forever.
No, but that's
he's
the thing.
The sneakiest dude in the group.
You can legitimately stealth. Your minion can be invisible. Maybe
I'd rather
Brutus
be invisible.
Can be invisible.
I don't trust Brutus to lift a goddamn thing.
Fine, Brutus. But that's the thing. Brutus is so simple. People will trust him. So whoever, no, that's actually.
I believe that. It just don't send him in invisible because he'll forget what he's doing halfway through.
No, you're right. He should go in and just try and talk to people, and invisible person should tail him and pick up on whatever. I don't know. We have a lot of people.
We have a lot. We have a lot of stuff we can do. These are some really good ideas. I like the brainstorming we're doing.
You could send your rapist to rape people for information.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking with her. I have a no contact
You've unfriended her?
Yeah, I've unfriended her on the Caravan book.
I feel like Caravan is just a good name for a social website.
So
is that not a thing already?
It's a card game. So Devault, we could just confront them, but the thing is, that's the thing we can't take back, right? That should be like the last thing we do. Like not at least a week before, right? I don't want to do it a couple days before because they'll just deny it. They're already there. But maybe if we can try and break them halfway through or whatever.
So I mean, we can surmise one, I guess, obvious point. If there are other agents of Tiamat, they probably are the better armed. They probably are the better fighters. They aren't who we saw that were, the birds attacked and a lot of people were scared. A lot of people were impressed with what we did. That would be one thing I'd be looking for. Figure out the weapons that are a little bit better. I mean, obviously, if you can find a holy symbol or something, you're golden. But I mean, my first line of thought would be looking for weapons that might be a little bit better, armor that might be a little bit better than your common guardsmen.
That doesn't seem like the MO is all. I mean, and I know smuggling, right? So it's like that doesn't feel like. I'm not saying no, we can definitely do that, but I just feel like this is a lighter operation than you're giving it credit for. I think that they're trying to do it as quietly and with as little people as possible.
Well, I mean, the idea is that this splinter group, if there is such a splinter group, wouldn't make themselves really known, wouldn't make themselves really apparent.
That's exactly what this group of people are doing. We simply had determined which group was the most off-putting and most quiet, and that's the group that we suspected, and it turned out that they're carrying gold. We don't know for sure if they are the Dragon Cult or simply moving gold, but either way, tomorrow is a new day. How would you guys like to proceed? What's the first thing you want to do? I mean, it's also still night. If you want to do invisibility, we can get started tonight.
Yeah, I'd hit the invis up. I'd start.
I think we should probably start tonight.
All right. So, which one do you want to look at? Do you want to go towards the suspected cultists that we already suspect, and also, so far we've only got one gold coin. Do you want a bigger confirmation, or should we start targeting the other groups?
Well, I think we need to dedicate one of our resources to them. If it's not a woodland creature, it should be a person. And seeing how they haven't been receptive to any of the more conventional social aspects, it should probably be an invisible person. Whereas the other people, through society or whatever, might be able to be chatted up a bit. We might have a slight disadvantage in that because we just rescued an Oathbreaker, but hey, that's a good conversation starter.
All right. Well, Casalt starts changing into his light armor.
All right, you go into your tent, and there's a naked female dwarf.
God damn it! Terrible time.
Which one?
Which one is it? Digit.
Yeah.
I should have done the invisibility before I came in. Damn it! And I say, no, that's all right. You can lay there. That's fine. I'm in the middle of something.
I made you bleed last time. This time you'll make me bleed.
Jesus, no! Get out of my tent. Go away. All right, I'm serious. This relationship, whatever it is, it's just a fling, right? Well, two people have to participate in a fling, and the fling is over. You're getting a little too weird for me. Maybe work on yourself a little bit, and then we can pick this up in a couple.
All right, Zach. Fair enough.
Wow. Harsh but fair.
He was like, "Man, fuck this."
He just fucking logs out after that.
He's like, "I'm over it. I don't want it."
Just drops the mic and is like,
"What was the last thing you heard?"
Get up and leave, pretty much.
Last thing I heard was, "It's over. See yourself out," or something like that.
Yeah.
That's basically the gist. Yeah, it's over. See yourself out.
This ain't that kind of relationship, bruh.
It's not a relationship at all. Maybe work on yourself and then come back to me in a few weeks.
That was the last thing I heard.
Go from there.
Okay,
good. That's the last thing I said. So I'm going to start changing into my light armor.
She watches you.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
You're going to get undressed while the serial rapist is...
Dude, I will fucking end her if I have to. I'm not going to do it. All right, so I start changing, and then I say...
Brings out a knife. Cut me.
No.
Cut
God, no. No.
I
All
want
right.
you to
Anyways,
cut me. You don't understand.
all right. So it takes like 2 minutes to don my armor. I'm just gonna awkwardly stare at her.
You awkwardly stare at her.
She I'm changed.
You remind her that your eyes are up there.
Yep. And then I change, and I'm like, all right.
She gets
Seriously.
stressed and she leaves.
All right. Awesome.
Dude,
Okay.
way to stand up for yourself.
Dude, Casalt would fucking murder her if I had to. I'm just saying. Like, I was not gonna get pushed around. And
No, I get that. About the time you're like, well, option 1 is we kidnap and torture.
Honestly, Casalt, you're starting to get into a situation where that may not be the worst of ideas.
Getting rid of that chick?
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know.
If this is
The vault's like, I know a good dumpster nearby.
Casalt has
a couple good carpets we can wrap her body up in.
Paladin hood. Like,
Casalt has helped transport assassins before, so I've picked up a couple things.
Goodness.
So, anyways,
about 20 more minutes, guys.
There we go. I'm gonna.
So if or we can end it here, or we can do this operation and then end it. What do you want to do?
Well, it's what you think is going to happen, because I have a hard cap, at 9:30.
I have no idea what's going to happen. It's all up to you guys. It's your operation.
I feel like if it could go well, it could be 20 minutes, but if it goes badly, it could be longer than that. So it's...
If it goes badly, we'll stop it when it goes badly.
Okay, right. We'll do that. Okay, so Casalt changed the light armor to his advantage.
Yep, I've got dark robes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm not super good at social things, but I'm okay at stealth. Should I be another invisible person?
You know what, Casalt? I'm just kind of thinking, why not put on one of the Tiamat robes? If you're caught, right? If that's what you're going after, you're going towards their caravan. If you're caught, you might at least get something from that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is brilliant. That is the elf side of him speaking. That is a great idea.
I worry about being able to talk about it. What if you were out there in the distance, and if you saw it go down, you approach in the robe as well, and I was simply double-checking their work, just like you were talking about. You know, you do the talking, I was the go-getter.
No, that's not a terrible idea. But I think the idea of you being invisible and in the robes is a great idea.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, well then I'm going to go.
So I was actually just looking at my inventory, and one of the things I've listed as cultist scimitar. Does the scimitar look different than any other scimitar? Does it have like draconic motifs or anything?
It's just you got it from a cultist.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go, and yeah, okay. I talked to. We've got the plan. I'm gonna go. I don't know. You could probably stand. It's like dark, and did we know the species of the 6 things? I mean, we've at least observed that, right?
Yeah, they're mixed. Elf.
Oh, they were mixed.
Human.
I thought they were mostly human.
They are. There's an elf in there.
There's one elf. Okay, well that's fine. I like the odds of just one elf.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, yeah. Dark sight, dark vision.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, have Brome do that.
So what are you guys trying to do?
I am going to go up, and I'm going to peek inside.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to look at the suspected dragon cultist cargo.
Okay.
And also, by the way, you guys, I just have a crowbar, so I'm going in heavy. Yeah, I'm going to be invisible.
In the robes.
In the robes. And I'm going in heavy, because I'm going to just break that shit.
Okay, no problem. You go in there. And they're around camp. They're stoking the fire like they like to do.
So how many of them are sleeping? Because, I mean, it's like the middle of the night. They're not.
Fire rises. Most of them are sleeping. Only 2 are awake.
And the 2 that are awake, is one of them the elf?
Yes.
Convenient. So, but the 2 that are awake are both at the fire, though, right? Talking.
Yeah.
Whatever.
talking.
Okay.
The caravan's like 5 feet behind him.
Okay, before I
The wagon. Yeah.
before I turn invisible, I'm gonna just approach from their blind spot. I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take cover next to the caravan, 21 for stealth, and I'm gonna try and listen in. I'm gonna listen in on their conversation at the fire. Are they talking about anything juicy?
They're not talking, really. They're silent. Just they don't really seem like the talking type.
All right, when
I'll wait for a few
Syrian
minutes.
hears about this story in an hour, he's going to suggest that next time we need to get these guys drunk. These guys are like the most boring caravan ever.
Nice, I agree.
They are.
Actually, that's really convenient. My Tiamat robe is black too, so extra stealthy. All right. So I'm gonna take like a rock near the caravan, and I'm gonna throw it away from me to make noise and get their attention away from the caravan.
Right.
Whether they follow it or not, I want them.
The old invisible rock throwing trick.
I'm not invisible yet. Not invisible yet.
The visible rock throwing trick. Bold.
Yep.
Very bold.
And it's backlit. I'm
he's
behind
like he's
them,
like right there
They're-
next to him. He picks up a rock, throws it. They're like,
Throws it?
what the fuck? Dude?
All right. So I'm going to I'm going to look at the caravan first and know what I have to do. Do I see any locks right now when I'm pressed up against the side of it?
No.
No. Is it like a cloth cover over it, or is it all
Yeah,
wood?
it's canvas cover.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead
Like burlap,
and
very thick.
I'm going to turn invisible, and I'm going to stealthily climb up on top of the what?
Oh fuck! You just magically turned invisible. You have to come
It's
back
like,
out.
Yeah, like,
I'm not.
he
that
has to
way,
turn you invisible.
Oh, I thought it was a potion. Never mind.
He's
Well.
like, I get invisible, but I don't
cool.
really.
I have that stealth
climb
score. I'm
on
gonna.
top.
All right, I'm visible and stuff, but I'm gonna get up at first, and I'm gonna to peel back the cloth a little bit and try and peer
Make a
inside.
stealth check. Sleight of
This
hand
guy-
check. Sorry,
this guy's
sleight of hand.
bold. I like it.
Sleight of
Do
hand
it.
check.
Yeah, you gotta do it quietly. And sleight of
All right.
hands.
Do I get like an advantage on
Nope.
that?
16.
all right, 16.
All right,
All right.
let's see what happens here.
Come on, bro. You got this. You got this.
All right, no
Nice.
one notices you. You do it.
All right, so
I told you you got this.
I'm peering in. What's inside?
Bags. Lots and lots of bags.
Okay, I'm gonna start opening up the bags. And
Another sleight of hand check. If you're trying to do it quietly, you're not invisible. So,
this is it's so stealthy, though. It's like
do another one. All right. Oops, 1 second. Oh, wait. You know, there was once...
And honestly,
hold on.
Devault could see me now, so Devault, feel free to cast.
It's touch.
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
Hold on, man. You know what I'm doing, man.
D20 plus 3. Roll again. Does that work?
All right.
Good. Thank
You're
God.
good.
All right, what's inside the bag?
It's like silver candlesticks, some jewelry, you know, odds and ends, really like valuable household items. It looks like.
I'll. Now is not the time to steal. I will leave it. Okay, sounds good. That's pretty much all I
One
wanted.
gets up, goes, ugh.
And then Casalt will drop down and pull the cover back.
I'm tired. I think I'm going to go over there and start sleeping. You got this, Self? Says the name. Goes around, make a stealth check to get out of there.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Who else?
Advantage 21.
Nice. This is the human. Ah, shit. Roll 10, like 3, like that's a crazy amount of 10s. All right, you're good. You sneak off into the bushes.
All right. And I'll come back over to DeVault and I'll say, yeah, that's absolutely 100% them. It's everything that they've ransacked from the cities that they've attacked. It's just jewelry, candlesticks, everything. None of that sounds legit at all. There's no paperwork. It's literally just things. Very expensive things. No. I left it behind. I don't want to tip them off.
Well,
I know you wouldn't blame me, but I actually did not take it.
No, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing if they get tipped off that someone's don't like the game a little bit more.
I'm more than willing to go back. Please give me this Billy's.
I'm just saying, like a bag of it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to.
That surprisingly went very, very well.
Yeah, that went really, really well. It's the advantage. That was definitely. Well, actually, I rolled 21 on the first dice.
Yeah, you did. You did well overall.
Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if you want a bag, if we want a bag, do we want to split a bag?
I'm not. I mean, I'm not even talking to keeping it. I'm just talking to some stuff. I mean, you did like reseal the bag and everything, and you did put it back as it was, right?
No.
I didn't seal the bag back. I opened the bag, but it's not like I scattered it and threw everything everywhere. I mean, I put the cloth back. It's just one bag is open.
Yeah,
which
but
I think is
cultists. Wow.
They're crazy cultists, but I think that sends the same message as if you wanted me to take a bag. I think that's a better message.
All right.
All right. So everyone, anything else? Are we content with that?
I think that's. I mean, we've got a better idea caravan-wise. Did the little woodland creatures? I mean, I know it's a huge caravan. We were going to send them out to just check some of the other caravans. Just looking through to see if there's anyone else with similar cargo.
Rome's got an army of chipmunks that are all carrying gold pieces, just stealing them out of freaking people's coin purses. No. He talks to him. He's like, they ain't found shit.
Okay.
Nothing that we're looking for, at least.
Okay.
All right. So how many of them did we do? How many caravan wagons or whatever? We need a way of keeping track, like chalking them on the outside or something. I don't know.
Well, you think you've probably covered 13 wagons so far. There's a lot of wagons. 40 some odd wagons. A lot of people are just traveling with you, just people.
That's pretty good for one night. I think that this was the most successful investigation night we've done.
Oh, that's overall, like, how many wagons you've checked overall.
Yeah, 13 of approximately 40, yeah.
Yeah, good job. This is probably the most event this evening, since you found the guy buried. It's probably been the most productive night you've had since on the road on your investigation. So good job. Good job.
That's all right. Like, a lot of stuff happened tonight.
No, a lot of stuff did happen.
Major advances, investigation, guy buried in the road, rape stopped. Like,
yeah, you told her. We'll see. We'll see what my personality next time deems her personality.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. She was way nicer than that last time. Jesus. So maybe if she takes her meds and is a nicer individual next time, then maybe.
Wow.
I was just so excited.
Harsh.
I was just so excited to be playing again.
Yeah, and we see how that like manifests. Like what Matt has just told us is that we really need to play regularly.
Well, I've been wanting
to all build up.
I understand. We've all been very busy. I mean, that's it for the session tonight. So thank you, viewers, for watching. I'm so sorry it took us so long to get back to it, but real life has a way of working its way and ruining everyone's plans. All right, everyone, say goodbye to the viewers.
Bye, viewers.
Peace out. Thanks for watching.